And thanks to you at home for joining me here this hour in my home. I know that this shot looks a little bit weird. And if you think I'm looking unwell or pale or feverish or something, I'm happy to tell you that I'm actually physically fine. It's just that I'm not that pretty. And as Richard Nixon learned the hard way in his first debate against JFK, makeup actually is a good idea, even a necessary idea when you are going to be in front of a TV camera. The problem is I don't know how to put on makeup. I don't use it in my regular life. I don't know how to do it professionally. And there's nobody here to help me because I'm still in quarantine. I am almost done with quarantine if all goes well, but I am following the guidelines, and that means it is still just me here alone. And so this is what you get. This is the best I can do. So I'm not going to go on about this at great length. We have a lot to get to tonight, tons of guests and a lot of news going on. But I do, before we jump into all that, I do just want to tell you what happened to me in the hopes that you might take it on as something that might be helpful for thinking about you and your own family. Okay, so if you know anything about me off of TV, if you know me personally at all, then the foremost thing you probably know about me is that I am in love. Susan and I have been together for more than 21 years. It was love at first sight. That has never waned. She is the center of my universe. And it's not even like she's the sun and I'm a planet. It's more desperate and pitiful than that. It's more like she's the planet and I'm the satellite up there. Hold on, something's making a noise. I'll be right back. See, I'm at home. I have to do this myself. Something's going wrong. I'll be right back. Don't turn the camera off. I'll be right back, I swear. Hold on, just stay there. Told you, it's just me. There's nobody I can ask for help. And if something is going on, I can't stop it with anybody except me. Okay. Now you're going to see how a person does this. MacGyver's this at home. There's the way that I can hear the control room. I'll put this on back here. Hold on. I told you. This will work. Oops. Sort of worked. Here's the microphone. Put this on back here so it's not too distracting. This is how the sausage is made. All right. Is that good? Okay. So where was I? Cable on my shoulder. Yeah, I think the cable might just stay on my shoulder, you guys. I'm not sure there's anything I can do about that. Is that better? All right. Okay. So as I was saying, I'm in love. And Susan really is the center of my universe. And the way that I think about it is not that she is the sun and I'm a planet that orbits her. That would give too much credit to the other planets. It is, I think of it as a much more pitiful thing that she is the planet and I am a satellite. And I'm up there sort of beep, beep, beeping at her and blinking my lights and just trying to make her happy. She really is. I'm just lucky. I am one of the lucky people on this earth who has a life like that. She is the center of my life. She's the organizing principle of my life. My relationship with Susan is the only thing at the end of the day that I would kill or die for without hesitation. And Susan has been sick with COVID these past couple of weeks. And at one point, we really thought that there was a possibility that it might kill her. And that's why I've been away. Susan tested positive 2 weeks ago. We separated from each other that day because I tested negative that day. She tested positive. So she and I have both been alone since then. While we have, I've continued to test. I've stayed negative. And she has not only been positive over this time, she's gotten sicker and sicker while I tried to care for her while still staying physically apart from her. And the bottom line is that she's going to be fine. She is recovering. She's still sick, but she's going to be okay. And we're not scared anymore like we were. But it really didn't feel like it was going okay at the outset. And I mean, like I'm sure, warts and all, right? I'm willing to show you all of this. I don't know you at home except through this medium, but just believe me, whatever you have calculated into your life as acceptable risk, as, inevitable risk, something that you're willing to go through in terms of this virus, because statistically, hey, probably it will be fine for you and your loved ones. I'm just here to tell you to recalibrate that. Frankly, the country needs you to recalibrate that because, broadly speaking, there's no room for you in the hospital anymore. And so we've got more people in the hospital right now than we've had since the beginning of this epidemic. It's gone up 50% in 2 weeks, right? There isn't room for you in the hospital anymore, broadly speaking. So for the sake of your country, you really can't get sick and need to go to the hospital right now. And the only way to ensure that is to ensure that you do not get infected. But please just also know that whatever you think of your own life and however much risk you are willing to take on for yourself, that's not how this works. What you need to know is that whoever is the most important person in your life, whoever you most love and most care for and most cherish in the world, that's the person who you may lose, or who you may spend weeks up all night freaking out about and calling doctors all over the place and over again all night long, trying to figure out how to keep that person breathing and out of the hospital. Just whatever you're doing, however you've calibrated risk in your life, don't get this thing. Do whatever you can to keep from getting it. For Thanksgiving next week, you really are going to have to just have it at home without people coming over. And yeah, that's going to suck, but that is going to suck so much less than you or somebody in your family getting this and getting sick. Trust me. And I think I know you well enough because I know me well enough. I'm guessing that you might be willing to risk yourself, right? Especially after all these months and all this time. It's so frustrating, right? I would have done anything. I would have moved mountains for it to have been me who was sick these past couple of weeks instead of Susan. I still would give anything for that. But this thing does not give you that choice. You can't say, I'm willing to just get it myself and play the odds. You don't get that choice. It won't necessarily be you. It'll be the person you most care about in the world. And how can you bear that? And all you can do to stop that is move heaven and earth to not get it and to not transmit it. It is just, again, I'm not going to go on about this at further length. I will just tell you personally, this thing is scary as hell. And whatever you've been willing to do to risk getting it, just don't do it. So that is what's been going on with me. My close contact is Susan. I have been quarantining because of my exposure to her. I'm negative. She's still sick, but getting better. My quarantine ends soon. I'll be broadcasting like this until it's safe for me to be around any of my coworkers again in the future. All right? Okay.